Hello everybody, it's Lotta Simone. I'm back home, finally. Well, I don't mean to say that like there was anything wrong with my vacation. These last 10 days were perfectly fine and relaxing. In fact, I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the only thing I couldn't do while away was upload the two readings I had scheduled to upload while I was gone. So pretty much as soon as this video is done, I'll upload both to make up for that time. And I also have an announcement to make while I pretty much get resettled back at home. I'm still kind of jet lagged. So to start off, we stayed at the Royal Solaris in Cancun, Mexico. Now, I'm still kicking myself for not being able to get decent shots of the hotel. In fact, I couldn't really get any shots. The hotel was that big. But I did get some really good shots of my view from my room. Look at that. We were right by the water, and the water is perfectly crystal blue. Goodness. Now, I've never seen blue water in a state, so please understand my excitement. Like, you can see like the bottom of the shore blue. That was perfect. In fact, the water was so nice. My mom wanted me to go deep sea diving for shells. Well, not too deep sea, but yeah, you catch my drift. She wanted me to go deep shell diving, and I really couldn't because sadly, while we were away, the weather wasn't exactly suitable for that. There were days where it rained so bad they had to close down the beach and the pool. And in fact, the day before yesterday, we were pretty much holed up in the room all day because it stormed pretty badly. Like, water was actually leaking under our door badly. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, while I really would have gone shell diving with my mom, I kind of was scared that because of the rough winds and waves, if I went down, I wouldn't come back up. And I don't think my parents would really want to go home without their daughter. So, yeah, I couldn't exactly do that. In fact, I should have done it like one of the first couple of days we were in Mexico because then it didn't rain at all. It didn't start raining until like I think maybe about Tuesday or Wednesday, really. So that was our loss for that. In fact, it wasn't until like Monday that we saw kids actually walking around the hotel with large shells, and that's when we found out where they got it from. So it would have made the perfect souvenir. But like I said, that's our loss that we missed out on it. I think the weather was pretty much due to the fact that Harvey was hitting Texas pretty hard. And I think we were getting some of that. But I think there was also a hurricane coming in, I think called Irene. So, yeah, I think we were getting that too. Either Irene or Irma, I don't really know. But, yeah, that's pretty much where all the bad weather came from. Aside from that, to actually really kickstart our vacation, we went to the Mayan temple Chichen Itza. Now, the first time I went there was really, really long ago, like when I was a little kid. I think maybe about 8 or 9 years old or something like that, maybe. And it's still just as beautiful. The only thing now is that it's a guided tour. Before, I think we could have just wandered until we found the temple itself, or I think we just hopped on a tour bus, went as far as we could, and then walked the rest of the way. But now we have a guided tour to certain parts, learning some of the historical facts, and then we go to Chichen Itza itself. It's still beautiful, and it's just now we can't climb it. When I was little, my mom and dad actually climbed it. Mom got, I think, to where she said that people look like ants at the bottom, and she was really high over the tree line, so she came right back down. Daddy, who is still proud of this accomplishment, went all the way to the top and came back down. So, Yeah, because the world's gotten so crazy, now you can't do that anymore. It's kind of disappointing, but I guess it's to be expected. I mean, we haven't been here in so long. And I think they said on the guided tour that after a certain point, looters came to the temple and started kind of wrecking the place, so they had to just close it off completely. Aside from that, I learned a little something more. It turns out this picture here, it reminded me of the movie Road to Eldorado, and I guess after seeing it, because I think the first time I came to Chichen Itza, I didn't see that movie because I don't think it was out yet. So now that I've seen it a couple dozen thousand times, um, yeah, this picture right here is basically, I believe, the inspiration for the game scene between Miguel and Tulio and the warriors in Eldorado. And after, learning that the losing team captain got beheaded, it gives new meaning to the scene where Sekko Khan tells them that they can sacrifice the losing team. Learn something new every day, I guess. Oh, look at me, Chichen Itza. I really want to go back. Anyway, aside from that, we also went to this place called Tulum. It was a really beautiful little city. In fact, it kind of reminded me of being near Chichen Itza too. I mean, given the fact that it's ruins, and of course it's also ripped off so you can't get too close. But yeah, it's beautiful, and there was also a beach not too far away too. In fact, a lot of people were there in bathing suits just to go on the beach itself. So yeah, aside from that, there were a lot of locals. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about these guys over here. There were a lot of iguanas. And honestly, I don't have a reptile phobia aside from snakes, but seeing so many, and most of them were huge, that unsettled me. That deeply unsettled me. In fact, some of them got close. I kind of looked behind me all the time just to make sure that we weren't being followed. Oh my lord, they were huge. Like when I showed the picture to Safi, he asked, "Is that the son of Godzilla?" Now he may be over exaggerating a bit, but seriously, look at them. And especially this one. Whew. Anyway, so somewhere in the beginning of the week, we tried going swimming with the dolphins, but we couldn't. So we finally got to closer to the end of the week. And it was actually really, really fun. This was definitely the highlight of the trip. For me, of course. Oh, me, I got to swim with a dolphin. I got to learn like different hand gestures and everything. So it was just as wonderful as seeing them, in an actual show. Only there was no audience and I got to actually be there with them. Now, it was much different than I thought because really, I can swim. My mom can kind of swim. Daddy can't swim, so he stayed comfortable being on the ledge. Though when you got off that ledge, it was 10 feet deep, and that was a pretty deep drop. Oh my goodness, I had to doggy paddle to get out to the position I needed to be in just to swim with the dolphin. But we did more than just swim with them. I got to kiss the dolphin too. I got to pet its belly. I I did a lot with the dolphin really in a good 45 minutes to an hour. And honestly, if I ever come back here, which I do hope so, I would definitely sign up for it again. Only, I might sign up for more because there was another group closer to ours where they actually got pushed by the dolphins. So I kind of want to try that out if I come back again. And it was a decent price too, so there's that. After all that excitement, we got to just chill at the hotel for our last 2 days and then caught the plane home. So, yep, I had the best trip of my life. And I kind of can't wait for next year's vacation to see where we go. I think my parents are saying we're probably going to go to Europe or something. I don't know, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I had a great trip. I had so much fun. We made lots of memories, and I got a pretty good massage. That was another highlight. I've never felt so relaxed. I gotta start going to spas here in New York. Anyway, about that announcement that I mentioned earlier in the video. So, as I mentioned earlier, I couldn't exactly get on Wi-Fi. So, me going on Safari was actually kind of a rare thing, sadly. But one of the times I went on, I noticed a comment in between all the checking for messages and everything. A film fiction user left me a comment on my page asking would I be doing something special for the month of October, like any grimdark readings. Now, as I mentioned in one of my Q&A videos, I don't go near grimdarks. In fact, I actually stay away from those. I don't know why. I guess, well, like I did mention earlier, in one of my earlier videos actually, I don't steer towards grimdarks because most of my recordings, I do them like in the beginning of my day, and most of them affect my mood for some reason. So I stay away from them, mostly. So to the FemFiction user Forsaken Paladin 616, like I replied to you in my comment, I'm sorry, I don't steer towards grimdarks, but since October is pretty much the month for scary stuff, even though I won't do grimdarks, I might, like I mentioned in my comment to you, I might let Lily do some dark fic readings. Maybe not once a day, but like maybe about 9 videos leading up to Halloween, and then maybe a dark reading actually on Halloween. I'll have to see. I don't know just yet. So, to anyone who might want that to happen, of course, Lily will be up to it. She's been dying to do another reading. Other than that, that's all I really have to say. Because I'm going to go sleep off, I believe about 4 hours worth of jet lag. I lost track of time. I mean, I slept on a plane coming home, but the jet lag still hits pretty hard after a while. So I'm going to take a very long nap now. I am Lotus Moon and I want to wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night wherever you are, every pony. Good night.